House unanimously passes over 27,000 crore rupees supplementary demand for grant for financial year 2025-26 on second sitting of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly 7th session. Manipur University of Culture holds a first convocation. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla says MUC will contribute significantly to development and promotion of cultural education and research. Tourism Minister Khuraijam Loken inspects Sangai Ethnic Park in Moirang, Kuno. Minister announces plans for constructions of additional infrastructure at the park ahead of this year's Sangai Festival. And Supreme Court directs Centre to frame no-fault compensation policy for individuals who suffer serious adverse events following COVID-19 vaccination. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. House unanimously passed over 27,000 crore rupees supplementary demand for grants for financial year 2025-2026 during the second sitting of the 7th session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly today. The grant multiple departments including the State Legislature's Secretariat, Land Resources, Finance, Transport, Police, Public Works Department, Information and Publicity, Education, Medical, Health and Family Welfare Services, Municipal Administration, Housing and Urban Development, Travel Affairs and Hills, Agriculture, Animal Husbandry and Veterinary, Environment and Forest, Textiles, Public Health Engineering, Administration of Justice, Sales Tax, Fire Protections and Controlled, Rehabilitation, Minor Irrigation, Panchayat, Sericulture, Water Resources, Horticulture and Salt Conservation, Social Welfare, Tourism, Minorities and Other Backward Classes and the Scheduled Caste Department and Relief and Disaster Management. House Leader and Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand, who also holds the finance portfolios, moved the demands in the House for discussions. The demands were passed without any opposition. The Chief Ministers also laid several important financial reports on the table of the House. These included Finance Accounts Volume 1, 2023-2024, Finance Accounts Volume 2, 2023-2024, Finance Accounts Volume 1, 2024-2025, Finance Account Volume 2, 2024-2025, along with Report Number 1 of 2025 and Report Number 2 of 2025 of Controller and Audit General of India relating to state finances and various sectors. Other documents tabled included Appropriation Account for 2023, 2024 and 2024 and 2025, the 53rd Annual Administrative Report of the Manipur Public Service Commission and the Manipur Anand Marriage Registration Rules 2026 report. The House Leader also introduced the Manipur Appropriation Number 1 Bill 2026 in the House. The day's sitting concluded at 11:43 a.m. after completions of the listed business. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand today disclosed that around 600 crore rupees is expected to be sanctioned from the centre under schemes of Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region and the Special Assistance of States for Capital Investment for improving road infrastructure in Manipur. The Chief Minister made the statement while responding to queries raised by opposition MLA Kaishant Meghachandra during the general discussion on the budget estimates 2026-2027 in House today. During the discussion, Meghachandra questions whether the 734 crore rupees allocated for compensation of the victims of Manipur crisis would be sufficient and sought clarifications on whether additional financial assistance would be sanctioned by the centre. He also sought clarity on the process of distributions of 10,000 rupees each to women beneficiaries from the 350 crore rupees earmarked for the scheme. The opposition MLA further pointed out that the 914 crore rupees allocated for improving road connectivity in the state appears insufficient. Responding to the concerns, Chief Minister Kim Chan stated that an additional 600 crore rupees for road infrastructure development is expected from central schemes, which would supplement the state's budgetary allocation. Regarding the financial assistance to women beneficiaries, the Chief Minister informed the House that a notification outlining the modalities for disbursement of 10,000 rupees to each beneficiaries will be issued soon.
Here problem lakpasimati masi aikoigi finance budget asida putpasi hoi nuaite maramaduna masi gi budget asi praja gi asa leite development gi toidona asa leite masi karamai tawrakanda asauba senpham ama lauraga Manipur gi shanti IDP singi amasung naha singi thabak phangranabagi tongan scheme project mayam low singubagi leiriba mayam singasi masi budget si the reflect hautrabasu budget sida masi semnanaba leitrabasu kari wakal plan policy lebibage haibasi masi su takpiu.
Women vendors of Quiramband Imam Market urge all members of Manipur Legislative Assembly to attend the ongoing assembly session, stating that they are the elected representatives of people from their respective assembly constituency. Speaking to Impact News, women vendors expressed concern over the absence of some MLAs during the assembly sessions, which began yesterday. They further questions the reasons behind the failures of certain legislatures to attend the sitting and stressed that MLAs must fulfilled their responsibilities by actively participating in the assembly proceedings.
Assembly phame khara amadi yaure atai di yahodre ba moi Manipur gi citizen la moina kendra amagi oina lepane ba moi di separate ki natie ba moina lepa karai be MLA do Manipur gi assembly gi member oina karakpane ba adu orga di moi yawbam thoe ba aduna kuki cha sin su ai khoi se state gi assembly gi member moina ka gi banina assembly pham matab ko yawbam thoi hai ba wakhalon se khanbi raga yawbiro
koi gi community section amoina di yahon ninge koi di kaino da moina representative ama oina thoglak khabanina akoi dadi madugi section gi adugi section gi haiba to khaiba ama oina udeba Manipur amagi apun ma Manipur amagi oina urakpanina punamak chungjan haninge haba aduga masi yaudaba haiba se karigumba kharadi lairi ana koina lauri neba masigi karigumba khara se lokthok piraga sanction nena sanction biraga de sanction bira u khana biu punjan naraga leader na pundraga di matung tarak pamiyam na di punbagi asa udeba aduna aina mangjen thaba haiba se leader na mangjen tharakada bani leader na handu agadi matung de in mamiyam handu kini aduna leader sanction bira u.
Women vendors also urge members of Manipur Legislative Assembly to prioritize issues concerning the welfare of the general public. During the ongoing assembly session, they express optimism over recent development but stress that the assembly must focus on decisions that directly benefits the people of the state. The women vendors wish for the present government to have the strength and commitment to stand for the interests of the people of Manipur. They further urge the assembly to address pressing concerns such as the breakdown of communications and trust among different communities and to take concrete measures to restore free movement across the state. At the same time, they voice concern that law enforcement in Manipur appears to remain largely on the paper, stressing the need for stronger implementation to ensure peace and normalcy in the state.
Lanche ingna signa loide de hairaga masi loi badi naite ado si dang tang tu laitana mientana loi han base si di pa me sigi pirep lawhaning
community amata na yet pa yararoi masi de yelak pa community do khoi state sigi yengna bane na lauraga state na hen interesting lauraga free movement si to holaga koi amaga gap laitana nanga iga maga haiba wakhan thado ai koi gi ni haiba pochida noin to raga chat pa khotpa freely oiba poche athuba matamda assembly na pass tawbiro
Manipur gi manung da chathok jachin yadriba masi chap chana total free oir kan da ko duty se pangtho e na khoina logan heb madu bohek tawdri gai di thajaba se sukngam ngam theba maram di kai dena da hana palamba mantri na su madu tawram de India government gi direction makha da moina khudo mi thillaga da dum tawlai heba.
Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation, JFD convener Jitendra Ningomba slams the Chief Minister, Ministers and MLAs for their alleged inaction in the pressing for implementation of NRC into Manipur before conducting census in the state. Speaking at a public awareness meeting on the census organized by JFD at the Hairangoithong Awang Maibam Laikai Community Hall in Imphal West, Jitendra accused the state leadership of failing to address the issues of immigrant infiltration. He questioned the capabilities of leaders to safeguard the interests of people. He further warned of launching a stir if government failed to postpone the census exercise in the state, highlighting the negative consequences of illegal migration. Jitendra said that infiltrations of undocumented migrants has posed a serious threat to the existence and survival of indigenous communities in Manipur. He alleged that the government has failed to take action against immigrants who have attack indigenous people. Jitendra stressed the need for identification of illegal immigrants and NRC implementation or a similar mechanism in the state to ensure protections of indigenous communities. He added that appeals have already been made to the governor, chief minister, ministers, MLAs and political parties to postpone census into Manipur, but no action has been taken so far.
MLA Minister Mayam the high Makogi Delimitation Commission da Akuna Hijagre, Makogi BJP President Hijagre, who's a vote to be there. We don't connote have the Kiriji Monoculture in a bayani. We don't crack on the land, Tarakani and Kiri on the Aduma, Tindabum of the Midoki Simoni Hydra. When it is to me, Zakadamatra, Yaki citizen Amotuana, Nine Limits Hydra, Mito Blaga, Kudus land, Taraba, Tarina Kamu, land, Tarakarina, Mona, Bukmiko, TV and Dori Bravi. I call it by hook, by cook. Yellow me, Mia, Amadi Manipuri, Mia, Puna, home in the Kanda, Lady Bakumsida, Mito, Hana, Kando Pico, Aduga, Census School, and Togo have a say, I could put it on, never give Matamdo, Nasi, Nasima Poe.
First convocation ceremony of Manipur University of Culture MUC was held today at City Convention Center in Imphal. Governor of Manipur and Chancellor of the University Ajay Kumar Bhalla presided over the ceremony and conferred degrees and gold medals to graduating students. More than 400 graduates received their degrees. Addressing the gathering, the governor said the university will contribute significantly to the development and promotions of cultural education and research, noting that it is the only university in the Northwest academic session in 2016 and offers studies in cultural fields such as dance, music, theatre, rituals, martial art and oral literature. Governor J. Kumar Bhalla informed that by the end of 2024-25 academic session, the university had produced 587 MA graduates and 549 BA graduates with 1,271 students currently enrolled. He added that constructions of the university's permanent campus at Wakha in Imphal West is progressing rapidly and is expected to be completed within this year. Congratulating the graduating students, he said they carry both the honor and responsibility of safeguarding and promoting the cultural traditions of Manipur, while institutions like Manipur University of Culture MUC play a vital role in nurturing a future generation of cultural practitioners and scholars. Art and Culture Commissioner is Gyan Prakash Utkal University of Culture, Bhubaneswar, Vice Chancellor Professor Prashant Kumar Swain, and Manipur University of Culture's Vice Chancellor Professor Pounam Gunindro and Manipur University of Culture Registrar Laishon Radhakanta, among others, attended the event.
The construction work is currently in full swing and is expected to be completed before end of the calendar year. This development will provide the university with modern facilities to further strengthen teaching, research and cultural preservation. My dear graduating students, today is the moment of great pride for each one of you. The degrees you receive represent years of hard work, perseverance and dedication to the art and cultural traditions that define our society. On this historic occasion, let's reaffirm our commitment to strengthening cultural education and research so that institutions like Manipur University of Culture continue to nurture creativity, preserve heritage, and shape a vibrant society.
Art and Culture and Tourism Minister Khuraijamt Lokhen today inspected the Sangai Ethnic Park located at Moirang Kuno in Thanga constituency. Speaking on the sideline, the minister announced plans for further beautifications and development of additional infrastructure at the park ahead of this year's Sangai Festival. He informed that a large entrance gate will be constructed at the park before the festival, as the site also served as the main venue of the annual tourism event. During the inspection, the ministers interacted with relevant officials and reviewed requirements and shortcomings at the park. He was accompanied by Thanga MLA Tongbram Robindro, Vishnupur District DC Puja Langbam, Tourism Secretary Orsang Hungyo, Director H. Vikram, Relief and Disaster Management Director S. Balkrishna, and senior government officials. Minister Lokhen said that the park has been neglected due to prevailing crisis in the state. The tourism minister urged the public to extend support in improving and maintaining the park.
Any festival luma laku matam da koi beli da yam phasana ta waji sangai festival sine yam khwaidagi chawa koi festival ni aduna haiwa pham se koi ni yam section ni jan ba ma drakar lai aduga koi ni main gate te khesang pada koi itni park si so ba gate am lai tam se mase koi honorable emily jo hajar bani ban tana mase athu da koi yar ga di sangai festival nang na bagi namuk ta koi gate am sana gi plan ta ni simai yam da tham jage ad se so jing jo si sojuk pi bi ra koi masen punna koi haiwa festival je la pa matam da koi yam Fazana Pangtong, we don't take the cooperation PB. Hana Live structure, the live communities in Sigi Hut say, Shamtong, we walk Kalamalay, Mase, department at Tanaraga, Kara Anova, item Krafts have a walk. Simona quite finalized why they have the Yadri, I do have to swing Hapsalakani.
Speaking to media, Thanga MLA Tongbram Robindro highlighted the hardship faced by people of Manipur amidst the ongoing conflict. He stated that formation of a new government and inspection of tourism destinations such as Sangai Ethnic Park indicates signs of gradual restoration of normalcy in the state. He expressed hope that the state governments and the tourism minister would soon address the requirements of the park.
Highway Machama Chatok Kapom, Lady Bokoliba, Sumaka Tangai. Highway, these people start going now, and people start coming from that side. Heidi barely the labor might take Singsi, Kangpopi, Pound Chapia, they quite a high Modoji, might take labor, now start moving Chatos into Bahore. We can say almost peace is there in our state, almost like I think Pakistan was second to Pasiana, Chatochini, the Kona Hygienic, Katang Tuna, Sangot Piraga, tourists sing, it's in out sing Lam Koba, Laka, Kopa, Kodong Chada, Yam Atubada, Sangalakana, Kudong Chapter, Lakani, Mayanga, Pop, Ogini, Ibisima, Yachapa Tajai, Sigi, the Mark Division Department, ministers, and other officials in Putakachari. Irang Mark to the Ganki, Katek Bakai Baka, Yaukiba, Adaidaka, tourist Lak Baka, Lepe, Wanaji tourism like.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Supreme Court directing Centre to frame a no-fault compensation policy for individuals who suffer serious adverse events following COVID-19 vaccination. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Miron mangamdaba hanna abortion chatpa chahi thengni yom panba tube phunba nupa gi asonda leibana angang oiba ngamdaba singidamak maipakpi fertility center with IVF la khudongchaba kaya pizari haukiba chahi anida IVF success rate 60% leiki appointment ki damak call tobirau.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin, and moving on with our bulletin. Supreme Court today directed Centre through the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to frame a no-fault compensation policy for individuals who suffered serious adverse events following COVID-19 vaccination. The direction was issued by a bench comprising Justice Vikram Nath and Justice Sandeep Mehta while hearing petitions seeking compensation for deaths allegedly caused due to COVID-19 vaccinations. The court clarified that the existing mechanism for monitoring adverse events following immunization will continue to function, and there is no need to construct a separate court-appointed expert body to examine vaccine-related adverse events. At the same time, the bench noted that the formation of a no-fault compensation framework should not be interpreted as an admission of liability or fault on the part of the union government or any other authority. The court also observed that the policy would not prevent affected individuals from pursuing other legal remedies available under law. The petitioners had sought compensation from the center for deaths allegedly linked to COVID-19 vaccination and also requested the constitution of an expert committee to investigate the adverse effect of the vaccines. Earlier in 2022, Center had filed a counter affidavit stating that it was not liable to provide compensation, arguing that COVID-19 vaccination was a voluntary act undertaken by individuals after being informed of potential risks. A no-fault compensation policy generally allows individuals who suffered injuries or serious side effects from vaccines, medical treatment, or similar circumstances to receive financial compensation without the need to prove negligence or fault. Central Bureau of Communication Regional Office Imphal, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting organized special outreach programs on Nari Shakti and Vikshit Bharat at 2047 today at Women's Income Generation Center WIGM complex in Thobal, Wangmataba. Speaking on the occasion, FEO of CBC Imphal H. Deepak Kumar Sharma highlighted the high status of women in Manipur and emphasized the crucial role women can play in helping realize India's visions of becoming a developed nation. He also called upon women in the state to continue setting examples for other parts of the country. As part of the program, a quiz competition was organized and prizes were distributed to the winners. The event also featured cultural performances by department troops and PRTs along with street plays. A large number of youths and women from Thobal attended the program.
Akoina asa tawjabadi akoigi nupisingina atopa state singi nupisingde inspire wenaba wakhal loksing koi manipuri ge society da nupa amasung nupi se khong manana chatlaga society do akoina semjaba kanglong je akoina mapangda uthiba matamda akoi manipur gi image phajara patadata bida akoigi thanari ba lewa lamdam state sing da ju akoi degi tamjaninga kanoma khati koina bibam thopra na khalle ba kaidon akoigi manipuri society je nupi gi importance se nasi ngarang da akoi hodok sar nate ba ipai tu hakategi nupi se aduki mati mafam jana akoigi society je thamame.
Royal Riders Manipur celebrated its 19th Foundation Day at Meitei Langol today. Members hoisted the club flag and paid respect to late members, followed by introductions and interactions of new and old members of the club. Speaking on the occasion, Royal Riders Manipur President R.K. Tombi Sana wished for peace and normalcy to return in the state, saying that the Bikers Club believed in communal harmony and will continue its humanitarian service, protections and preservations of environment. He recalled that the club was founded in 2007 by like-minded groups of bikers with the motto "Service with Adventure" to extend service to all, working beyond communal lines, especially those in remote and far-flung places, extending medical and other relief assistance. He said the club has people from every walks of life, starting from mechanics to bureaucrats. Royal Riders Manipur founder senior member T. Virend Angomd Firoj H. Ibohald, club members and their families attended the event.
Serving to was Yokana, Malim Pitrivi, Amasung, human over Pota Okana, the target of Zaragakona, Sahi Kudingi, Kilandan and Pontoga, medical Kemtoa, environmental campaign, Tamas on the Mo Simon in Thai, Akona, Torqua, Sinamori, Pandam, Akona, Yanuazabadi, Moto, the Hariba serving with Ebenza Hebes here. sida khona awareness ki wakhan do purga khona chinya tamya yam remote area da kadumba PhD health ki karigi mafum letaba organization da khona salaga yamna terandu da thawr kholo taraga khona chasaraga khona isa pocket dagi pasa puthoga mayam da sap to budune badu da phang adventure do adun khona enjoy do jeba jawri bi mi sing je do khoi mechanic ti horga khona IS officer wo yawe khoi ta jar bizar khai de cash credit lete sini simangai re khona radagi manipur da khoi bog laiba poche.
Socialist Students Union of Manipur SSUM will organize the 6 state-level painting competitions for students under the theme Fight Against Evil on March 14 at Kumalam Park Indoor Stadium in connection with its 11th Foundation Day. In its release, SSUM informed that registration will be free for internally displaced students who wish to participate in the painting competitions. Transgender activist Malem Thongam is set to undertake a solo cycled ride carrying peace message across all 16 districts of Manipur starting March 12th till April 15. Malem had earlier completed a solo cycling journey from Delhi to Imphal calling for peace in Manipur. The upcoming ride will begin from Lamangdong Market in Vishnupur district and conclude at Ibudho Marjing Kubam in Imphal East district, expecting to cover around 1,591 kilometers in 35 days. Malem had submitted a letter seeking permission from the government through Vishnupur DC. Government response is awaited. The 57th Rising Day of the Central Industrial Security Forces CISF was celebrated with enthusiasm and dignity across the country. On the occasion, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla honored the bravery, dedications and unwavering vigilance of the force in safeguarding the nation's vital assets and upholding its motto of protections and security. In a social media post, the governor says their steadfast service continues to strengthen the nation's security and inspire pride across the country. Former Chief Minister Nongthombam Birend also extends a warm greeting to all the brave personnel and their families on the occasions of the 57th CISF Rising Day. On his Twitter handle, Nongthombam Birend says the dedications, discipline and professionalism of Central Industrial Security Forces in safeguarding our nation's critical infrastructure and ensuring the safety of citizens are truly commendable. Central Reserve Police Force CRPF 112th Battalion Kangpokpi organized a one-day blood donation camp in connection with the 87th Rising Day of CRPF at RIMS Hospital in Imphal today. CRPF personnel donated blood during the camp held under the banner Save Life, Give Blood. Saudi Arabia's oil company Saudi Aramco, the world's largest oil exporter, warns today that the ongoing Iran war could have, quote-unquote, catastrophic consequences for global oil markets if shipping disruptions in key oil route Strait of Hormuz continues. Quote-unquote, there would be catastrophic consequences for the world's oil markets, and the longer the disruption goes on, the more drastic the consequences for the global economy. Aramco Chief Executive Amin Nasher said, as quoted by Reuters, he said the disruption had already affected shippings and insurance sectors and could also impact industries such as aviation, agriculture and automobiles. Nasher said global oil investors were already at the 5-year low and warned that the crisis could lead to faster drawdowns if shipments through the strait do not resume. The comments come in after Aramco reported 12% fail in its annual profit, mainly due to low crude price. Energy supplies in India have been affected by conflict in West Asia. India imports nearly 90% of its crude oil, while over 60% LPG demands and over half of its liquefied natural gas requirements are met through imports, most of which originates from the Gulf region. Now, the news from the world of sports. Manipur Eld Nikhil has clinched a bronze medal in SL3 category at the 7th Senior National Para Badminton Championship 2026 held at Gopichand Badminton Academy HGBA in Santi Vanam, Hyderabad. The championship, which commenced on March 7th, ends today. The state is set for quarterfinals of a 13th Manipur Veteran T20 cricket tournament being organized by Manipur Veteran Cricket Association at Langtabal Public Ground. SNC Sangaipuro defeated BSC Team B Brahmapur by 9 wickets in the 54th league match, while YAC Yeskul received walkover as opponent team Sedo Thangmaiband match did not show topped of the last league encounter today. KCC Kongba will face YWC Langtabal in the first quarterfinal match. YPHU Warrior Lalambung will take on Race Nagamapal in the second quarterfinal match on March 12th. The 19th Tata India Premier League will be held from May 28 to 31st under the aegis of BCCI. Cities across India will compete in IPL. A total of 10 teams, including defending champions Royal Challengers Bangalore, Chennai Super King, Delhi Capitals, Kolkata Knight Riders, Rajasthan Royals, Punjab Kings, Mumbai Indians, Sunrisers Hyderabad, Gujarat Lions and Lucknow Super Giants will compete in doubled league round matches of the upcoming T20 cricket tournament. A total of 84 matches are scheduled for this year's IPL, including 80 league round matches, two qualifiers, eliminator clash and final match. The opening match and the final match of IPL will be held at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium, Bangalore. The 10th AFC Under-17 Women's Asian Cup will begin on May 1st under the aegis of Asian Football Confederation, with China hosting the tournament. In the grand stage draw, China, Thailand, Vietnam and Myanmar have been placed in Group A. Group B comprises Japan, India, Australia and Lebanon, while Group C includes North Korea, South Korea, Philippines and Chinese Taipei. Several footballers from Manipur have been named in the India's women's national under-17 football team squad for the tournament. Elena Sarangthemed, Joishini Haubam and Tanya Tonanbam have been included among the defenders. Alva Senjam, Juland Nongthombam and Redima Jinka Mayum will play as midfielders, while Olivia Ningthaujam is among the forwards. In the group league stage, India will face Australia in the opening match on May 2nd. The team will then take on Japan on May 5, followed by their final group match against Lebanon on May 8. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. House unanimously passes over 27,000 crore rupees supplementary demands for grants for financial year 2025-26 on second sitting of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly 7th session. Manipur University of Culture holds first convocation. The Governor J. Kumar Bhalla says MUC will contribute significantly to development and promotions of cultural education and research. Tourism Minister Kuraijam Lokan inspects Sangai Ethnic Park into Moirang, Kuno. Minister announces plans for constructions of additional infrastructure at the park ahead of this year's Sangai Festival. And the Supreme Court directs Centre to frame the no-fault compensation policy for individuals who suffer serious adverse events following COVID-19 vaccination. Thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Siri Siri Gaurachandraya Namaha. Siri Siri Gaurachandraya Namaha. Purwashram Daikoi Khwaibu Konbirambi. Hanagi Elangbam Sagai ki Pibagi Loinabi. Ningthem Chaningol Elangbam Ongbi. Muhini Shana Devi na Mahaki Nuksijaraba. Imung Manung Shagai Natai Maruk Mapang Khwai Pumna Makputhadok Lamnaga. Haukiba February Kungatare Tabrindaban Prapti Oikre.